Good morning everyone, this is Parveen. Today we are on the fourth session of class 8 geography chapter 2 abiotic resources. We have finished with the land resources and we have started with the soil resources. We have seen what do we mean by soil resources and formation of soil resources. We have seen that in our last session, we have seen that we are having 4 layers of soil, top layer, subsoil, then we have third layer, sea horizon, and fourth layer of soil which has different compositions we have seen. And we have seen that factors, there are different factors like relief, time, climate, natural vegetation and wildlife which affects the formation of soil. Now in this today's session we are going to see the degradation of soil and how we can conserve the soil. So first we will start with the degradation of soil. As we have seen that to make one layer of soil it takes 100 years of time. That means conservation of soil is very much essential and carrying of soil is very much essential. But when we talk about degradation of soil over here, first we will see why soil is very important to us. Soil is important because it decides the quality of land and agricultural activities depends upon it. As we have seen that soil decides the quality of land, whether the land is fertile or whether the land is infertile. Fertility of land, agricultural activity depends upon the fertility of land. If the land has fertility, then only we can cultivate crops and then only we can have a production of food crops or food grains on that land. So our food need is satisfied through agricultural activities, and that agricultural activities are depend upon the fertility of land, or fertility of land depends upon the soil. So this is a chain which says that soil is very important due to quality of land, or the agricultural activities depends upon the fertility of soil. So over here when we talk about the importance of land, because of agricultural activities, many times what we are doing, we are overusing the soil and we are making use of soil very much more. We are over exploiting the soil to increase the level of production to meet the food needs, which results in the soil erosion or soil degradation, because of which soil has degraded and fertility of land decreases, which creates soil erosion, and if fertility of land decreases, that land is not able to produce food grains, or that land is not good for the agricultural production. So we need to conserve the land. Before that we will see what is the degradation of land and what are the factors responsible for soil erosion or soil degradation. As we have seen that soil is very important because of the quality of land depends upon soil, and agricultural activity also depends upon the fertility of land. And as we are overusing the land and we are over exploiting the soils and their fertility, it has a negative effect on the fertility of soil. So over here we will see what are the factors which is responsible for soil erosion or soil degradation. First one is uncontrolled runoff of surface water. Now when we are having trees, those trees are having a quality that they can stop the surface water by running. But as we are cutting down the forest, deforestation is there, because of which what happens, uncontrolled runoff of surface water was there. At the time of rainfall, or you can say the time of flood, because of which this layer of the soil get washed away from the land, which affects the soil, which affects the quality of land, and soil erosion or soil degradation was there because of which. Secondly, overgrazing of land. There was an overgrazing of land. Animals, when we in animal husbandry, when animals are fed with the grasslands, on that time it creates the overgrazing, it creates the grazing of the land. And nowadays, due to increasing animal husbandry or animal rearing, we are having an overgrazing of land which affects the soil erosion or which affects the quality of soil and quality of land. Improper farming techniques are there. Because of the green revolution, there are improper farming techniques, you can say. That means farmers are unaware that how much chemical fertilizers they can use on land. They are unaware about the high-yielding seeds with which they are using, how they affect the fertility of land, because of which what happens, the fertility of land has affected negatively. It decreases the fertility of land, it decreases the productivity of the land. So improper farming techniques also affects the soil pattern or soil quality. Deforestation. Nowadays for commercial purposes we are cutting down the forest. And as we have seen that when there is a rainfall, forests are the main source, or forest trees or forests are the main source through which that rainwater has been stopped. But due to deforestation, that rainwater which is there has not been stopped, and it washed away the layer of the soil from the surface of the earth, which creates the soil degradation. Next one is overuse of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. As to meet the needs of increasing population, meet the needs of the food of increasing population, we try to increase the agricultural production by making use of modern techniques of production like high yielding seeds. We are using chemical fertilizers, pesticides, so that we can increase the production on land, which has a negative effect or harmful effect on the quality of a land, because it affects the fertility of land and it contributes towards the soil degradation or soil erosion. Next one is landslides are there because of that is a natural calamity. Because of the landslides, soil has been washed away from the land. Floods are there. Floods are also a reason because of which layer of soil has been washed away from the surface of earth. Strong wind and rainfall is also a reason because of which the layer of a soil which covers the surface of the earth can be washed off or can be thrown away with the air, with the wind, or with the rainfall, which creates soil degradation and soil erosion. And last one is human activities. There are many human activities, like we are making roads, we are making houses, buildings, for which we are cutting down the trees. We are having a commercial activities through which we are overusing the land, and this overusing of land also affects the quality of soil which we have. So these are the different factors which affects the quality of land and which contributes towards the soil erosion or soil degradation. I hope you understand this. Now next topic is soil conservation, or how we can conserve the soil from degradation.